Istanbul, but the target's gone down. I think she was in lane 1 and therefore has the shortest distance to the timing wand. Doesn't make too much difference on this particular range overall, simply because it's a flat approach. It's when you have a downhill approach into the range and you break your speed to stop early. That's when you can lose time. Big moment for Magdalena Gwizdon of Poland. 7:33. It's one of the most respectable ski times that we've seen so far, and usually shoots fairly rapid. Well, fairly controlled for the woman who finished 17th in the overall World Cup last year. 5 out of 5. She's only going to be 8 or 9 seconds outside the fastest score so far. Kvostenko in the top right-hand corner of your screen. The Ukrainian very fast and accurate on the prone, and certainly a potential winner. 4 out of 4. 5 out of 5 for Kostenko. She goes clean for the day, and that time of 16:38 may well be threatened. Beck has 16:38.4, Henkel 16:44, Kostenko 8 seconds to get inside Beck's time, and she's still got that little climb to go. I think advantage Martina Beck at this stage, and I think Henkel might just be able to claw that back, but it will be close. Good shooting from the Ukrainians, and Semerenko's gone clear as well on the stand. That is a good score. Now she's under 16 minutes and will have a margin of at least 20 seconds over Martina Beck, and that puts her on roughly the same ski speed as the veteran German. 16:06, 31.9 the margin. Tora Berger now settling for her first shoot, and 20 seconds slower than Henkel, although we know Henkel missed later on. Semerenko's time of 8:03 has come and gone, and Berger finds herself effectively 25 meters behind Semerenko of the Ukraine. But remember, Semerenko hit all the targets in the standard position, so Berger now has no choice but to clear 5 and then ski like the wind on the last loop. There is no one out there who will fight as hard as Tora Berger on the last 2.5 kilometers. But she cannot leave herself more than 15 seconds to make up. Henkel coming in to finish after a disappointing standing shoot. Take a minute off that time, and it really would have been a challenge to everyone. 23:30 the finishing time for Henkel, and she'll have to wait and see where that puts her. She starts number 1. She will not finish number 1 today. 32. One of the lesser-known Germans, Catherine Hitzer, but don't rule her out. She's had wins in the past. She won in Pyeongchang at the end of last season and looked very, very confident over there. In fact, Chianti Mansis, my memory failing me on that occasion, but she's certainly a potential winner. 7:54 for Sleptsova, who's flying at the moment. Magdalena Neuner with the standing shoot. Now, she had real problems at the beginning of last season in this discipline. It was 3, 4 and 5 that gave us so many problems, but 4 goes down, 5 goes down. A much better start for Neuner, and look at the smiles on the German coaching team. They know that was a big moment, and they know that Semerenko's time is in danger, because Neuner, when she's on form, is the fastest skier out there. But what can she do about the Ukrainian? The margin is going to be 6, 7, maybe 8 seconds, maybe more, 9.7, and that is significant. 50 meters or so for Neuner to make up on Semerenko. Semarenko. The Ukrainians have to get information on the course if they want their girl to hang on. It's going to be a big fight for Vita Semarenko. No one is more dangerous on the chase than Magdalena Neuner. Look at the grit and determination there. It starts at 2,500 meters to go, and it will still be there with 2.5 meters to go. Lu of China coming round the last bend, 23:49 on the clock, 23:30, the fastest so far. I think maybe hasn't totally recovered from the individual on Thursday. 27 seconds slower than Henkel. She was much closer to the German over the 20-kilometer distance as far as speed goes. Andrea Marley powering her way into the finishing straight, and she knows she's fighting for second place at the moment, and she's going to get it. Lu goes down a third, Marley of Slovenia second. All change at the top. We haven't mentioned this lady yet, of course, Anna-Karin Olofsson. Retired from the World Championships last year because she was heavily pregnant and thought she might just get away with it. Was still skiing well, but started to feel unwell and immediately made the decision to pull out. Far more important things than World Championship medals. Her son born in the middle of the summer, Liam, and everyone looking forward to some good results from Olofsson, although she will just pick and choose her races this year. Martina Beck, 23:19, goes ahead of Henkel, so familiar story with Germany 1 and 2 at the moment, but all eyes out on the course looking for Vita Semarenko. Olofsson's had another nightmare on the range, 3 misses in all. Not the sort of start she would have wanted to 2008, 2009. Wilhelm is under pressure. All the rest of the Germans shooting well. 4 out of 5, I'm afraid it's not good enough at this level, and she's some way off the ski speed of Slepceva, who has gone ahead of Semarenko. We'll try and keep an eye out for Slepceva. She won 2 races in succession in Oslo, looked very fast on Thursday, but missed too many targets to be a threat to the leaders. Ended up down in 6th position. In fact, 6th position in the World Championship sprint was Slepceva. Winning time, incidentally, for that event, 19:43. Andrea Henkel, the champion. Akhятova of Russia, a surprise 2nd place on her comeback. And Oksana Kvostenko down in 3rd. Now, Jonsson. 7:46, not the best start. First shot she's missed so far this season. And the second. Now there's a problem. The victory is gone. So 3 out of 5 for Jonsson, and instantly we go back to the finish line to see Kvostenko come across in 3rd place. Not really a danger. 6.3 kilometers, it's still Semarenko who leads, but the margin between herself and Magdalena Neuner is only 1 second. Semarenko 22:56, started number 13. Neuner started 18, so 2.5 minutes to survive if she's going to hold on to top position. Great run from Semarenko, but remember, she left the range, I'm just checking the margins, 9.7 seconds ahead of Magdalena Neuner. And Neuner has made up a remarkable amount of time in the last 4 minutes. I think Semarenko may be pushing a little too hard early on. Romania's best known. Tefalvi. And it's an impressive looking ski time. Tora Berger clear on her prone. This is not Tora Berger in your picture at the moment. The Norwegian just getting ready to shoot for her second time. Here she is, number 30. Seventh fastest ski time in the individual. Oh, lovely shooting, solid and so confident. Now, what is the time? 16:06 Semerenko. And we've got Tora Berger. She's still got some way to go. She won't match the Ukrainians' time. 16:16 from Neuner might be the one that she needs to equal, because it looks as though Neuner might well move ahead of Semerenko in the finish. And as I mentioned, if there's one girl who will put up a fight, it is Tora Berger. And this is the woman that she's going to have to chase. Neuner into the stadium. Semerenko's through the finish with a time of 22:56, and Neuner was 1 second behind at 6.3 kilometers, so she's had 1.2 kilometers to make up that second, and the time 22:56 she's after. She's got 16 seconds. She's going to be safely home by 4 seconds or so, if my estimations are right. She's looking very strong and very comfortable. 53, 3.8 seconds clear. Neuner takes top spot, but she will soon learn that Tora Berger is out there and charging for the line as well. Oh, Slepcova throws the last one wide. That would have been so dangerous. And now Slepcova is fighting for 4th and 5th. Well, she is skiing like the wind. Just looking down, Slepcova was amongst the top 4 fastest in the individual. Olofsson was there, but Olofsson has missed the massive targets already. Henkel was fast, but she's missed. Domracheva and Wilhelm also very quick. And Wilhelm, I'll just check on Wilhelm's position after the first shoot. That's a replay of Neuner, of course. Wilhelm outside the top 20. Unless I'm mistaken, we'll just confirm that in a moment. No, Wilhelm down in 28th with 1 miss, so has left herself a lot to do. Berger was clear. Can Rogstad join her? Yes, she can, with 10 out of 10. Great performances from the Norwegians. Even Frode Andersen and Lars Berger are shooting better. They still haven't quite got the standing shoot under control, but there has been a massive improvement. Michael Lofgren, new recruit on the Norwegian coaching side, a Swede who's now helping the Norwegians. ...106 athletes involved in all in today's women's sprint. Just looking down the start list to see who might spring a surprise in the list of later starters. I think number 92 is certainly worth keeping an eye on. That is Olga Medvedtseva, formerly Olga Pilieva. And most of you who've been following biathlon over the years will know exactly what she's managed to achieve, and exactly why she wasn't racing for 2 years after the Torino Olympic Games. Nice start from Sandrine Bailly, not as quick as we might have expected, but much better than 2 days. She's slowly coming back to form. Those legs are starting to wind it up, and a clear shoot will give her just the boost she needs. Don't rule the Frenchwoman out of victory quite yet. What's the margin? 15.4 to make up. If she goes clear, she could be in the chase. Two British racers involved. Emma Fowler, the 29-year-old, goes off number 67, and Adele Walker has drawn bib number 100. And Adele, of course, who bases herself in Ruhpolding, the German training centre.